In this lesson, we will jump into Maya and import our raw footage, and we'll look at some important Maya camera settings. So this is the footage I'm using for demonstration, and this is a static shot. There is no camera movement in this shot, and I used Canon 50 mm lens for that. And in this footage, I'm planning to add a CG car, and I'm going to replace that background with some high-tech buildings. So let's jump into Maya. Yes. So for that, I need to create a camera here. Create camera, and here is the attribute editor of camera, and just go to the environment tab. Create image plane here. You can inside that image plane attribute, you will find the image name. So get the footage which you showed it. So here the issue of Maya, that Maya cannot import a movie file as a sequence inside a camera image plane. So all we need to do is we need to export our footage into a JPEG sequence. This footage, this MOV, we cannot import in Maya. So for that, go to File. I'm in QuickTime Player, and make sure you are using a professional version of QuickTime Player. So inside QuickTime Player, just go to File, Export, and here you can find the export option. I want to export a movie to image sequence, and the option box, make sure select the format JPEG, and the frame rate is 24 fps. Hit OK, and save. Meanwhile, if I can see the JPEG sequence folder, and this is the progress bar which I'm going to stop that for some reason. You can see the dimension here is not HD 1920, which is the resolution of our video. So what is the reason is the QuickTime render the image sequence whatever is the current size. So all you need to change the current size to full HD. Just go to show movie inspector, and it's showing here the current size is 1291 726, and these are the size of our footage here, but we need a normal size. So to view normal size, of course the size will high in this, no worry, just let it be a normal size. File, export it again. One more thing, I want to delete that old footages first. Alright, movie to image, select one more time, so you will get the proper name padding. JPEG, it's okay. Save, and yes, now you are getting full HD still images. So what we can do with this, just now, just select your camera image plane shape node. Let's dive into this image plane attributes, image name, and select the image which you just render from QuickTime Player. Open that, and I'm increasing that frame length just if I can see that animation or movement of my video. but it's not showing. It's okay because this is unchecked right now. Just check that. Yes, now I can see my footage is working fine inside Maya. Let's go to camera view so you can see your footage here, and just turn on this option. It's really good. Obviously my resolution is not HD, so I need to set this. Go to render settings, and here in image presets you can get HD, and here right now you can see that my footage is completely fit inside the camera, so it's perfect. Now select the camera attributes. I would like to change some of my settings with my real camera. Before changing any settings from camera, I would like to create few objects here, so we can get a proper idea of perspective and depth. So I will add polyplane and polycube here. Just increase the size of this 50, and plane increase um, 250. Okay, so now you can see the issues is here. Our object is actually looking like it's clipping, but it is not clipping exactly. It is interacting with our image plane. Because of that, our objects are not visible. So if you want to create some objects here in depth, so we'll create a problem here. So for that, you have to go to camera, select attribute editor, image, plane, and here there is option called depth. Inside the placement you can find that. All right, so just increase this number pretty high, so you will get a proper depth here. But you see that when you increase that, your footage is suddenly disappear. So it's okay, because this is happening because our camera far clip is lesser than that depth. So just increase that pretty high value. Now I can place this object so anywhere in the depth, and yes, it's almost working in every angle. Yes, beyond depth, working perfect. Apart from that, what I want is this focal length should be the exactly focal length of real camera, so that focal length is equals to the f-stop number of the lens you are shooting. So in my case I'm using Canon 50 lens, so I will add 50 value here. So with that, my perspective will match, my perspective of object will match with the characters, right? For camera settings, I will leaving all the settings default. I'm not changing anything, just focal length change to the your camera setting, and in image plane, depth, far clip, only that's it. So this is for the camera settings and the footage import settings, and I'll see you in next lesson.